Without roads and bridges, we don't have a fire truck, we don't have an ambulance, and we don't have a police car.
Every time one drives across it, it's like getting hit with a hammer.
It won't take very long for us to be back in the position where we're closing bridges.
So we need to have roads and bridges, and they need to be passable, and they need to be well constructed so they don't fall apart the next year.
The steel and the concrete that you use to build a bridge eventually will wear out.
Hopefully when you build a bridge, you get 50 to 75 years, but that comes with maintenance. If that maintenance doesn't occur, that life cycle falls dramatically.
But if there's a public safety issue, let's say on a bridge, it's going to get taken care of.
This last year, Grand Boulevard Bridge failed, and we had to close it immediately. That one was not even on our list of poor bridges.
We have about 550 bridges or equivalent structures in the city. So it's a very expensive project to maintain, and that doesn't even count what the state has.
We have 1,200 bridges here in the Kansas City district. We will inspect all 1,200 of them at least once every other year. So that's at least 600 bridges we're looking at a year. Some of them we'll look at more often. So I don't know, we probably do, I'm guessing 600 to 700 bridge inspections a year.
We are actually in pretty good shape relative to our bridges, but we've got to find an ongoing funding source to maintain them. A few years ago, the city spent about a decade allocating 25% of its sales tax monies to restore all of our bridges.
The county's direct role in bridges would be those in the unincorporated parts of the county. And so we do track those. We keep track of the bridges, look at their condition, and when necessary, then we fund or provide money in order to make those bridge improvements. And I am sure if there were a bridge on I-35 or 69 or K-10 that needed to be improved from a safety standpoint, that would happen.
There's a bridge that keeps me up at night. It's the Broadway Bridge.
One of the bridges that we're very interested in, we're going to be we're launching a study called Beyond the Loop that's going to be looking at the Broadway, or now the Buck O'Neill Bridge.
Yeah, the Buck O'Neill Bridge right now is probably our highest profile concern. It was built in 1956. I think it carries about 60,000 cars a day. And not only is the big 3-hump steel truss arch got condition issues and things that we need to take care of, they're fracture critical, they're 2-girder systems, so if anything breaks, then they fail. They don't have any redundancy in them, and they're failing from a death of 1,000 cuts. There's just all kinds of corrosion issues and pack rust issues, and a little here and a little here and a little here. This is just a shot of the top plate. As that plate comes up and up and up, it will pop the tops off these rivets eventually. The substructure cap that the bridge sits on, you can tell that inside there, this steel has corroded, and as it corrodes, it just pushes away the concrete around it. But these brown areas, that's the river. So looking straight down through the pavement, again, the paint stripes here, you can see the river below, just swelled it up, broken it away. You can see daylight up through the girders. Again, the pack rust, just pushing apart some major steel plate elements. This piece has completely fallen off and is laying on the girder. And you can see the heavy deterioration. Again, you can see the pack rust. We're gonna have to close it down, do a significant rehab, and get it back open to the traveling public.